4501 Green Mikado asks, what do you think of my DA page? What are your favorite Denver and Rio Grande Western steamers? And 3, have you heard of Michael Jackson music? Well, I do think you do have a really good DA page, Seth. I mean, you have 2 series going on now, and both are really good. My favorite Denver and Rio Grande Western steamer is the C16, but they all got turned into K37, so I'm gonna go ahead and say $4.99, since a family member of mine took a picture of that not too long ago. And, of course, I heard of Michael Jackson music. I mean, who hasn't heard of his music? It's awesome. The Rail Funk Punk asks, if you had to have a favorite locomotive manufacturer, which would it be? Have you visited any tourist railroads? And what are your thoughts on my channel? Well, if you're thinking about locomotive builders, I would practically pick Baldwin since they seem to be pretty popular and have made most historical locomotives, like my train Sona. Sadly, I've not been to any tourist railroads because 745's down for an overhaul and there's really no other railroad down here. But, on a more positive note, I do think you have a pretty good channel. I mean, you have some very good memes, and you're going to be starting on a series soon. Train Guy 2929 asks, what made Frisco 1522 your favorite steam locomotive? Well, I remember back when I was a little boy, I visited Frisco 1355, a Mikado in Pensacola, Florida. Then I came to learn about 1522 having an excursion service. Not to mention, I recently learned that several of 1522 siblings were leased by Texas and New Orleans, which ran down where I lived at the time. Not to mention, I would have been a Mikado for my train Sona, but seeing as how I'm a great deal taller than a lot of other people around me apparently, I decided to make myself a mountain rather than a Mikado to represent my real-life height. Kaden Robertson asks, have you seen the movie Unstoppable, and do you think they should paint the engines in their livery from Unstoppable for its anniversary? Do you think 6325 should be restored? And I got to see 1522 in the museum. Well, no, I have actually not seen Unstoppable yet, but I think I should watch it, but I'm not sure about that yet. Yes, I do think a big engine like 6325 should get restored at some point in the future, because I do like the engine's aesthetics, and it does have a great sounding whistle, and also, cool, you got to see me in real life. Trinket 4501 asks, are you friends with Southern 4501? That's me. What do you think of my channel? And what's your favorite locomotive? Well, I am friends with you, of course. Wait, if Seth's 4501, and you're also 4501, we can't have 2 4501s in the same universe? Anyway, I do think you have a pretty good channel as well, not to mention you did help me crack down on who impersonated me. Anyways, and my favorite locomotive is obviously Frisco 1522. New England Railfan Production asks, do you like the Polar Express movie? Of course I like the Polar Express movies. The meaning behind it is very good, and I do like the fact that a real engine was based off of it, though if you look closely between the book and the movie, their wheel arrangements are actually swapped. Clinchfield Railroading Productions asks, do you like the movie Unstoppable? Do you think the Polar Express should have a sequel or a prequel? And 3, is it okay if you can react to my meme series and my real series while I'm working on it? Well, even though I haven't seen the movie Unstoppable, I am surprised that all those crash scenes were, in fact, real. I really don't know if the Polar Express should get a sequel or not. That's really a hit or miss right there. And I'll try to get back to reacting to videos in general, even though my phone does have a storage issue. But don't get me wrong, but I'll try. Plastic Tracks asks, have you heard of Starlight Express? And also, favorite Amtrak locomotive and passenger car? Yes, I have heard of Starlight Express, actually. Like, I've only heard of them, though. I haven't really listened to them. I've only listened to them, like, once, twice, maybe a third time. But my favorite Amtrak locomotive would be the GE Genesis. My second favorite would be the F40PH. And my favorite passenger car would be the Superliner Sightseer Lounge, mainly because I like how the style of the big windows is a reference to the El Capitan that the Santa Fe used to run. Trainwreck asks, when you're going to buy Trains 19 if you have a computer? Well, first I have to save up the money for the computer, and then save up money for Trains 19, which probably by then, they'll have Trains 2023 when that happens, so who knows. Autumn K asks, what's your favorite military fighter plane? Well, I do like military craft, even though I really don't like war and all that. But my favorite fighter plane would be the F-15 Eagle, which can climb straight up from what I've read. And my favorite military transport would be the C-5 Galaxy. UP1995 fan asks, do you love 1066? What do you think of the SD90 MAC? And do you remember when you and 611 double-headed? Oh, and one more thing. I dare you to tell Autumn that 1066 hates her. Dude, I do like 1066 as a friend, but I'm a steam engine and she's a diesel. We can't even date, no offense. About the SD90 MAC, though, I think it's a pretty bad A-looking locomotive, bad tender, I should say. Because, I mean, it looks like a beast, and it pulls like a beast. And I do remember when me and 611 double-headed, like, we're kind of cousins because we share a birth month, really. And I guess I'll tell her. Sheesh, that had to hurt. But B&M Steam Productions also dared me. I dare you to run up to Katie and scream Union Pacific. Warning, she might try to kill you. Well, I don't know what these dares about, some kind of harm, but okay.